Your ideas for your brain is for having ideas, not holding them. But what happens when the systems you're building start fighting back? I'm Mark, and I'm in the middle of transitioning from that employee mindset to an owner mindset. And I've been working on building tools to help myself become more effective and be able to take on more. But today, I'm deep in a stall, I guess you could say. Tons of friction with this tech I'm supposed to be setting up. So the vision, what I'm trying to do is create myself a team of AI agents, not just your chatbots, but agents that actually do the work that I do day to day, freeing myself up to do more out in the field, make more connections, and I guess just build more ability in what I can do day to day. And I don't want to have to hire people. I don't want to have to train people. I just want to clone myself. And I have all of the information I needed at my disposal to do this. And OpenClaw is now all over the place. So I'm setting up OpenClaw, and I'm going to be making myself basically a board of directors and an executive assistant to help me get through what I need to do. But right now I'm losing the battle with this tech. I've been spending hours trying to debug something, and I finally figured out it's a bug in the software that needs to be patched. So I am basically at a standstill, and that's okay. What I need to make sure doesn't happen is that this stall turns into a stop or turns into an excuse to not move forward. And I have to go back to my operator mindset. And that's constantly reminding myself that yes, there will be friction. I have to remove the friction, but sometimes I have to work through the friction. And that's where I'm at today. And there is danger in over-engineering this stuff, which I'm teetering on the edge of. But I've also mentally told myself I probably have 20 to 40 hours of programming, debugging, and build time to get this exactly how I want it. And once it's moving in the right direction, I can set it up to self-correct. A lot of the local, let me back up. I'm hosting all of this locally, so I'm going to use an open source model. I'm going to use OpenClaw. I'm going to use my own training data, so it knows how I speak. It knows the documents I produce. I can upload all of my own information into kind of a private little server, and then I'll communicate it with it through my phone. I'll just use Telegram, and I'll be able to connect to my desktop, and I could have basically my AI team working 24/7 and freeing myself from a lot of these administrative tasks. And I also need to set this up with guardrails because I don't necessarily want it sending emails on my behalf, but I would like it drafting all this stuff. And then I'll do the final edit, I'll do the final polish, and then I'll get it out that way. So again, I have to make sure that this stall doesn't become a stop. And the best way to do that is I need to go back to my reset, and that's my physical floor. So whenever I get overwhelmed, overworked, or I don't know where to go, my best reset is hitting my physical floor. So going to get a workout in, going for a walk, just doing 100 push-ups. It doesn't matter what it is. As long as I get some physical activity in, I can reset my brain and I can come back with a fresh perspective on what I'm doing. I apologize, I'm looking at my computer. I'm in the middle of trying to debug this, but I'm about to just stop and move on with my day. I've put enough time in today. I've got the framework set up, but now I just need to get a fix on the debug, which is not a big deal. So I'm in the middle of a messy action, as you could say. It's unclear how this is going to go forward, but I want to do it, and I know it's going to help. And there's not a lot of people in the business that I'm doing, which is contracting. Contracting has a lot of back office. It has a lot of people involved with these, and I just don't agree with that. I don't think it's necessary. And I can have a small AI team that are my 24/7 employees and can execute on my vision. So yeah, I will either have this running next Sunday or I'll still be in the middle of figuring it out. But either way, I'm going to push forward. And this whole process is about opening up the struggles, the wins, the losses, the mountains you have to overcome. So yeah, I'm going to keep pushing forward. I'm going to go get a quick workout in right now and just kind of refresh my mind and see how it goes from there. But please check in next week. Let's see how we're doing. I'm either going to have a digital team running, which I'd love to show some demos, or I'll be back to the basics of handwriting everything, doing my own to-do list, doing my own calendar management. But we are moving forward. We are making progress. Hit subscribe, see what happens, see if I can get this to work or not. But again, don't wait for things to be perfect. Take one messy action today, not just an action. Take a messy action. You'll feel better in the morning. See you next week.